welcome back to another broadcast. So, I was gonna tell y'all something on this broadcast, but it's all good.
It's been a nice clean game, huh?
So Cleveland will get the first possession.
Alright, so
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the point. Now Smith, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. That's good. Irving's got the first basket of the game for Cleveland.
I know.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Teron Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris, here's Curry. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going.
And the rejection by James. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. Irving's got his second basket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense. He's got the A game rolling tonight.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Off the glass. Irving's got 6 points.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Thompson misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Got that buck.
Oh, Jesus.
Get in no time at all.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now Irving, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Stolen by Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
When I press square to steal it,
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league. And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. Back to Shumpert. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists in the game. He's signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors off their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7". He's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron. Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Outside Shumpert from downtown, and that one's good. Shumpert's got 6.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this.
You know what? switching sides. I don't even care.
Too, it didn't. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly, leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. 12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Here's Azili following the basket by LeBron James. Goes up on the wing. Again, the Cavaliers score.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
It's tipped, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. Ian Clark comes in for Sean Livingston. Cleveland also making some changes. Love checked in for Fry. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Cuts off the pass. Here's Clark. He kicks it to Rush. Trying to find Barbosa. He's got it now. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. And that one's on target from the wing. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the night. Poked away. Iguodala with the steal. It's Rush outside. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
And we're 5-6 feet outside that three-point.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Kerr is not going to allow this splash brother to let it rip.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Good. And that's 15 points for Amon Shumpert.
I mean, LeBron's good, but he doesn't make all.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks, for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. And LeBron's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Nice shot by Smith.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from the end.
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, the shooting percentages rose after the trade. Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Here's Clark, covered by Smith. Clark kicks to Bogut. LeBron with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by James. And some changes here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Klay Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Stephen Curry in for Ian Clark.
Stephen Curry.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. That's now.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. That's good. He's got 8. So it's the Warriors now.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Knocks it loose.
Somebody go up. Somebody go up.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
That's a super.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do.
No.
The opposite of smart basketball.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. That's good. And it's 8 points for Smith.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And, Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Lets it go with a 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for J.R. Smith. Pass to Azili. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
From outside the arc, and that's good. Kyrie Irving for 3. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
All right, I see.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
The Cavaliers leading by 21. The shot by Williams, no good.
Yeah, real selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds on.
No. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And there's the bucket from McRae.
Those are the luckiest.
with 1 on the clock. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Cavaliers on top, running away with this one. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem?
Alright, guys. Gonna end it there. See you later.